They should be very careful when it comes to vetting the words that are coming out of some of these people's mouth that have a webcam, that has an internet connection, that has a following. People need to be careful with that type of power. So for all of those that got tens of millions of subscribers, you better be careful because people follow you. You better watch what you say because people follow you. And you better be on your P's and Q's because people follow you. Because what happens is when you have that type of influence on people, what happens is they do exactly what you say, and they also spread the news that you. So you better be talking peace. You better be talking love. You better be talking things that you can back up and prove if ever you get caught in a dark alley one-on-one, right? Because that's the thing that people don't realize. Everyone has access to everyone, you know. And I don't want to beat a dead horse, about situations that have happened, lately with the shooting, with the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Let's talk about it, okay? Everybody else is talking about it. I'm going to be the first person to say, guess what? Nobody deserves that, right? I don't care who you are. The problem that I find is that, because someone has a soapbox, they have the ability and a following, is that they can say whatever they want to say without consequences and repercussion. Now, once again, I'm going to continue to preface everything that I say with, it was wrong. All of it was wrong. I will say this, though. You have to be careful whenever you are an influencer of people. Because not everybody that you influence have the same backgrounds as you. They don't have the same thought process as you. They don't have the same mental health as you. They don't have the same stability with you. They can take whatever you say and run with it. And of course, you're going to run with something as long as it works. But when it doesn't, that's the problem that people have in this world. It's simple as even take the McDonald's example, We love McDonald's until they mess up our order. Then guess what we're going to do? We're going to go to the window and we're going to hold people responsible. We got to watch how we do that. And we got to watch how we hold people responsible, because here's the thing. We have to take care of ourselves first, and we have to govern ourselves with maturity. We have to govern ourselves with a level of dignity and respect of others, to where we have to think about these things. People don't make us follow them. We follow who we want to follow. We've given choice. We've been given free will, correct? So the problem is this: when somebody tells us something that we may not like and we go do something that we're not supposed to do, even to go as far as taking someone else's lives, nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves that. Fill in the blank of any assassination that have happened in the real world, that has happened throughout history. Nobody deserves that, whether you agree with them or disagree with them. That is the problem of someone not practicing self-control, and they're taking matters into their own hands. And that's the problem, what we have with free speech. And people think that all they got to do is take away free speech and they solve the problem. That is not the case. You're going to actually make it worse. So the problem is that we have to practice, we have to teach people what civil discourse is. And the problem is with some people that have certain platforms, they use their platform to bully the general public, or they use their platform to bully the minority. And the problem with that is that sooner or later, either someone in the minority is going to stand up and have a problem with it and cause all types of chaos and ruckus. Heaven forbid that ever happens. Going forward, we pray that it doesn't happen. But the problem is this: just as much as we think that those that are opposing us are the cause and root of retaliations and things that we have in this world, why don't you think people on your own side could be capable of that same thing, right? Think about this. Someone that hangs on to every word that you say in this world, right? Every comma, period, space, capital mark, punctuation, hang on to every word. One of these days you say something that they don't like, or heaven forbid, that person is not who you think they are, That's why I say sometimes your heroes, don't ever meet your heroes. They're going to disappoint you. One of these days, somebody that you followed your entire life, whether blindly or not by choice, that person isn't who you thought they would be. If you don't have that mental stability, if you don't look at it and be like, you know what, I shouldn't have put somebody on a pedestal. Person could just go bananas and just do whatever they want to do. And guess what? You don't blame that person that set them off on that path, because they didn't make them follow them. The problem is that we didn't preach free thought. We didn't preach civil discourse. We didn't preach mental health as being a real thing. We didn't preach being able to agree to disagree, right? That's the point that we got to think about when we talk about things such as the antichrist, right? Because that wasn't of God, right?